Welcome back to FaZe Fitness, guys. So today I'm going to be reading comments, some of the best ones I've been scrolling through. I do read them and I do get a kick out of a lot of them, but some of them is good information. Some of them, you know, we do have a lot of positive feedback, which I'm really happy about, but some of them are just funny and just right out ridiculous. So sometimes I know you guys are being sarcastic, but some of them, I don't know. So we're gonna read them off. First one: why is a skinny guy giving advice on FaZe Fitness? Now, I'm not sure if you're referring to me, Jasper, or Never. We're not, you know, all of us are not necessarily big, but you know, fitness doesn't just mean being huge or having big muscles. Being fit, I mean, being jacked or being a bodybuilder, that has to do with being big. But being fit or being in shape has nothing to do with being big. It's like saying a runner or a swimmer or like somebody or like a basketball player. Why is he giving advice on fitness? There's a lot of information, or there's a lot of positive things about being in shape and not being huge. Next one from Kino Track: shave your armpits, ew. I'm not sure. I know some people shave their armpits, and I'm not like against it, but I never really thought of it as like a weird thing that if you don't shave your armpits, especially if you're a guy. I mean, I guess for a girl, but for a guy, this is dumb. But if you say something bad about FaZe, all the fanboys will come after you. And because this is a fitness money whoring channel, they will say, oh, you are fat and you never worked out in your life. Stupid 12-year-old kids not realizing this is just for money. I never really understood the whole concept about this being, you know, mainly for money. It's like you would think that if we wanted to do something for money, we wouldn't make a fitness channel, because we know that this is not something that people are necessarily looking for and or asking for. This is something that, you know, being Tommy and myself, this is something that we wanted to do and really just give back to you guys. We didn't really expect a lot of positive feedback. I mean, we expected the hate, and we didn't expect for it to like blow up because we're using something that, you know, we know is going to be catchy or get a lot of views. Obviously, we want to do well. But if you really think about it, if it was supposed to be money whoring, it wouldn't be really a good idea to begin with. So I never really understood that. This one really gets me. From O Falcon: it's kind of weird that grown men are half naked in a kids park. Not really. I mean, they only have their shirt off. It's like you ever go to the beach or you go to the pool. It's not really that weird. I mean, I don't know if guys are being sarcastic. Sometimes these comments I just find like people just are. I think that people must sit there on the computer and think like, what would be good to say? You know, they really try hard to come up with some weird comments that literally make no sense, and like no backing or just make zero sense. I don't get it. I guess this is one of the next ones is like a compliment. It says, "Is your back sore, Sensei?" Question mark. You know, from carrying the channel. I'm not really sure if it's like a stab at FaZe Fitness or you're just like complimenting me. Like, it's not really about carrying it. You know, I'm the one that's supposed to be running it. So, I mean, I guess thank you, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, this one's good. You do all the exercises bad. This one was on Rain's video. I don't understand. You know, you type that out and you hit enter. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not from this community originally, from this COD stuff. I just don't get it. It makes no sense. Okay, now the whole thing about me saying oos when I start a video or I end it, you know, I usually see some comments about it and I usually ignore it, but this one, I was dying when I saw this. It says, you look like a moron saying oos, and he spelled it U-S-O, which it has two spellings, which is O-S-S, and then also another spelling, which is O-S-U, which is two different spellings for it. And the person under it had to get both responded to correct him and said O-S-E. And literally, I'm just like, people, man, I appreciate it when people try to respond for comments back and try to respond to hate comments with positive feedback. I love those. But come on, seriously? I mean, I understand why people get affected by hate, but it's just like when it's so redundant and ridiculous, it literally just doesn't make any sense. 98% of viewers cannot do one. LOL. Great video. This is on the push-up one. That's the reason, I mean, I'm assuming not 98%, but let's say it was even 70, or the majority of people have an issue doing push-ups or any of the exercises. That's why we're doing the video. Like, that's the point of the fitness channel. It's like, it's a how-to video. It's like it's a fitness channel with tutorials on it. It's like, why are you showing people how to do it? They don't even know how. This one from Hello Snow: you look like a monkey. LOL. as a kid, I used to read the book Curious George, and I used to always think that I resembled him, and I actually thought it was pretty cool. And I used to make like a monkey face and stuff like that. I didn't really think it was, like, people used to make fun of me for it, and I used to be confused. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get the joke. I look like a monkey. A lot of people do. I'm not sure if it's insulting. I'm not sure if they're trying to say I look ugly or something. Not sure. So stupid that only 32K out of 3 million people subbed this channel. So many lazy people. I don't think it's necessarily stupid. You know, people don't come to the FaZe channel or the FaZe Clan for fitness channel. So I get it. You know, it's like really out of the box, or it's completely, you know, separate from what FaZe Clan was mainly about. But do I wish more than, you know, 32K people subbed? Well, yes, but I'm not complaining. We've had a great start. We're doing a great job. I appreciate all the views and all the likes that we've been getting and stuff like that, and all the subs who are, you know, kind of all the positive feedback that we're getting. So I thank you for that. This one is about the protein video where I talked about, you know, about humans and eating meat. That whole topic that stirred up a lot of, you know, controversy. You know, points on why humans aren't meant to eat protein are weak. I was referring to not eating meat, not necessarily eating protein. Of course we need protein, but yes, we are only species to cook our meat. We're also the only species to speak. Oh my goodness. So that argument just opens up Pandora's box about all things we do that other species do not. First of all, other species do speak. They speak to each other. We cannot understand them. It's pretty... It amazes me how ignorant sometimes human beings are, because we think that, oh, we're the only ones who do things. You know, the thing is that we don't understand them, and we don't even know if they don't understand us. They possibly might. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it's actually interesting. The studies show that other species of animals actually have the ability to communicate to each other, even though they have different languages. And we are able to communicate with other animals. You know, with dogs or just different species. You know, you can communicate with them. So we all are making steps, but to say that animals can't speak, and the only that speak, is just a ridiculous statement. This is why I want to make a video like that. It's like why I like talking about these topics, because people just naturally just have this ignorance or just this way of viewing things. They don't take a moment to really think about the way things are, and they just think this is just the way it is. You know, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, and this is in response to all the comments out there that are about bad form. Yes, you want to have, you know, pretty good form. I want to make sure that your form isn't too bad where you're obviously like doing it in a way that's going to completely destroy your body. But look, you're not going to walk out of this world perfect, and you obviously want to strive for doing things good and in a safe way. But please, the comments about this and this, you should do it like this, it's just ridiculous. You know, I was talking to Rain. You know, back in the day when they had, you know, those statues of like the Romans or like the Greeks, or the people back in the day that were huge, their bodies were extremely aesthetic, and you know, the Spartans, these people who had these amazing bodies that were sculpted, so they obviously had them. It's not something that's made up. You don't think that they worked out, you know, 4 times a week. They counted their calories and they had perfect form in their technique. I don't even think they understood what a workout was. I think they just trained and they just lifted a bunch of heavy stuff and put it back down, and their body naturally gets stronger. So you want to make sure that, you know, they know that if they did something and it hurt, they would stop doing it. So obviously we're smart now when we have more information, so we can be, you know, safer. But you know, I see so many times people be held back and don't work to their potential, or they're so worried about different things like bad form or technique, or so concerned about doing it so right, and they don't actually do anything. That you gotta remember that action is the most important thing. Taking action, but be smart about it. You know, don't be intelligent about it. Don't hurt yourself, but don't be so critical, please, please. It's just so annoying. This one I can really relate to. It says, came to read hate comments, but I actually really like this. Good video, seriously. You know, it's so true. I actually go to the comments a lot to read the hate comments because they're quite entertaining. So it's kind of like, I don't know, some of these comments are quite entertaining, but they're quite sad at the same time. But I really hope that, you know, through these videos, people, they would stop hating. Not just because, I mean, hating, you're doing it sarcastically and for fun, whatever. There's no ill intent behind it. But what I actually worry about is if these comments that people are making are actually true, in the sense that they actually, I believe these things, and the way that they hate on a video, like a push-up video, if they're actually taking that attitude into other areas of their life, that freaks me out. Because I'm just like, I don't want my children surrounded by people like that. Like, thinking that those people, if you're taking that attitude to other aspects of your life. And that's the way that you see the world, and that's how you approach things. I want to help you so bad. So I hope the best for you. I really do. I really do. I do. And this one is my favorite, and I saved it for last. This is FaZe is growing up, and I think that everyone else should too. Together, smiley face. You know, that's the thing. I remember these guys used to tell me about how they were when they were younger, when they used to play and stuff like that. And yes, it's all fun and stuff like that, fun and games. But for a lot of people, the majority, it's not just fun and games. These actual attitudes, the way they approach things, the way they act, the way they speak, are actually affecting their lives and will affect their lives in the future and affect other people's lives in a not a very good way. So, you know, my suggestion is that you don't have to grow all the way up, don't have to be an adult, but there's some aspects of some things that you should do that just be a little bit more mature or taking some more steps up. Just please, begging you. Leave a like if you want to see another video like this, or if you want me to respond to different comments, or whatever else to do something like this. You know, we're gonna go back to doing the Q&As as well, but I had a lot of fun doing this and reading the comments. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Oos.